Today I want to talk about something important you need to have in your bug out bag, you need to have at home, you need to have in your vehicle, some sort of emergency first aid kit. Now, a lot of people says go out and buy one already pre-made. You don't want to do that because there's some stuff in there that you'll never use, or there's not enough of a certain product you use. Always go out and buy your own. I mean, you can buy the high dollar stuff, or you can go to like Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and buy their brands. A lot of stuff I get at the Dollar Tree, I'll show you here in a few minutes, that I get for $1, but you go right over Walmart's and they got the same product for $5 or $6. So just kind of check around. This container, just like a old Tupperware container, I got for $1. I've got a couple of different first aid kits. This is just one of them, but in it, let me get this stuff over here. If you have to bug out, you're going to be sore. So get you a couple of these patches for your sore muscles. You will get sick. That's daytime cold medicine. Some allergy pills, because you might get into sumac, poison ivy, poison oak, get bee stung, snake bit. Benadryl's a great remedy for a lot to help you until you can get to medical attention. And diarrhea pills. If you drink the wrong thing, you drink the wrong water, you didn't boil it enough, if you eat the wrong thing, you're going to get diarrhea. And it sucks being bent over out in the woods with diarrhea. So make sure you have you some diarrhea pills. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is the cold medicine that you mix with water, hot water, and you get 8 of them for $1. And I saw that same thing over at Walmart's for $5.98. So just kind of shop around and save some money. Next thing, make sure you have toothache medicine, because it sucks being in the woods and getting toothache. Always have some kind of little light. This hooks onto your cap, or you can hold it. Make sure you have some type of little light. Tape. Excedrin. If you have a lack of water and you're going to get a headache, you get a stress headache when you're out there. Have you some of that. Ibuprofen. Make sure you have you some ibuprofen for sore muscles. Triple antibiotic ointment for cuts. Some hand sanitizers. Some gauze. Wet wipes. Alcohol pads. Some just little band-aids, for minor cuts. Then you can get some bigger band-aids for bigger cuts. Have some pads, gauze pads. Another thing you definitely want, this is strange, but maxi pads. If you get a bad cut, you can put that on there, use either the tape or use the ace bandage, wrap it down, and it'll help stop the bleeding. Make sure you have at least 2 or 3 of those in there, and you can put a tampon or 2 in there in case you fall on a stick, you get a puncture wound, get shot. You can pop it in there and wrap it up, and that'll help stop the wound from bleeding. Another thing, make sure you have 1 or 2 things of super glue. those will help close up a wound. What I don't have in here is rubber gloves. I'm gonna have to go get some, because when I hunt or I trap and I clean my animals, or when I fish, I always use rubber gloves, and I always run out, and I keep raiding all the first aid kits with rubber gloves. So I'm gonna have to go get a rubber glove. You might want to put an EpiPen if you're allergic to bees, in an extra EpiPen, a snake bite kit. In my other first aid kit, I've got a snake bite kit. My wife has an EpiPen in her first aid kit. There's so many things you can use to make a first aid kit. Like I said, keep it in your bug out bag. Put it in your car, your truck, you're hunting, you're fishing, just anything. Because when you're out in the woods and something happens, most times it's a long ways to the doctor. But this is just a kind of a general ideal of what to carry, what to have. You're going to get hurt. You're going to have sore muscles. You're going to get a headache. Your stomach's going to get tore up. If you're out there in the wintertime, you're going to catch a cold. You're going to get cuts and scrapes. So just kind of, this ain't a combat medic first aid kit where you're going to sit down and do surgery or sew people up or anything like that. It's your personal, it's your family. Just go from there. I mean, you can get 3 or 4 of these from the Dollar Tree and get a small gym bag and put it in there, and that could be your your first aid kit, your family's first aid kit. There's just so many. You can use coffee containers. After you get all the coffee out, kind of wipe them out and fill it up and put that in a duffel bag or a bag. You can use about anything. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to have a good kit. Another thing you might want to do, well, in this, put a little hobby knife, a scalpel knife, some tweezers, fingernail clippers. This is, like I said, this is just one I have. The other ones I have, they got a lot of other stuff in there. But I'm just trying to give you guys an ideal and get you thinking and see where it goes. Remember, keep it simple. Think of what you're going to need. Stomach ache, colds, scrapes. You're going to fall and get a sore knee, or feet when you're going to be walking. You're going to get your feet, blisters. Just think about that stuff. Then look around and say, hey, what can I get to put in my bag, in my kit, to help out? So I hope it does good for you guys, and I'll see you next time. See ya.